The initial shock has been pretty tough. A lot of these guys that we're going to drive through some of these areas, these guys have lost half to 3/4 of their cow herds, and I know that's pretty tough. And being one of them myself that experienced being hit by the fire and some losses that I've experienced, feel a little bit of their pain, but for the most part though, everybody's pitched in, and now that the initial shock's over.
We're spread out, run 1.5 miles back west, 2 miles back east. Then we've got 400 and some acres 2 miles north, and it got all of it. Everything's black. And it's going to be at least 45, 60 days before we can turn back out on these pastures. I lost 40 pairs. This here's what's left off of them. We may have put some more down yet, because all the feed on them, it's indescribable.
With no standing forage, Roger and his brother have found a way to hold their surviving calves together until the Dewey County pastures return.
South to Cordell, some graze out in wheat with this set of cattle, and that's where they're going. Then the trucks will be here this afternoon.
To say that the landscape of Dewey County and western Oklahoma has changed over the past week would be an understatement. But with the fire has come help by the truckload.
Yeah, Oklahoma Standard is a neighbor taking care of a neighbor. Quite frankly, most everybody here in the area that wasn't affected, they're trying to figure out ways to help their neighbors. Rather than just standing by and saying, I'm glad I wasn't affected, they're trying to actually run to it and say, okay, we were okay, you're not, what can we do to be able to help and walk alongside of you?
No, several phone calls, they may see the neighbor in need, they'll call and say, hey, we're going to come and help you. And that's the type of people we're dealing with here, and you see them really band together in times like this. They're in it for the long haul. They're going to be tough.
Much of the early help came from neighbors down the county road, and now help is starting to pour in from hundreds of miles away, from people they've never met. 2 ranchers made the 2.5-hour trip from Englewood, Kansas, loaded with hay to drop off at one of Roger's neighbors, because they knew what it was like to lose nearly everything.
I feel like we owe it to the ag community. March 6th last year, the Starbuck hit us head on. We lost about 15,000 acres, lost 155 cows, so we know what these guys are going through. And the first thing that you need is hay to feed your cows.
And knowing that it takes those things for these people to maintain life for the next, whether it's 5-6 months or the next year, to survive, to get into the next calving season, get into the next cropping season. And so if it wasn't for people sending all these donations from all over the state or all over the United States, it'd be really tough for these people to survive. And
I don't know how we'll ever repay them. They've been gracious.
Some say that we're paying it forward, but technically we're paying it back.
As we shot this story on Friday, April 20th, the skies were getting dark. Not because of smoke or blowing ash, actually because rain was moving in from the Texas Panhandle. Since then, you can see much of the area has seen over an inch of rain, which has not only helped raise forage, but also raise spirits. If you would like to donate hay or ag supplies, visit our website, sunup.okstate.edu.